And welcome back, one and all, to the Blue Rose Respite. How are you guys doing this week? I hope you've all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I'm excited to see what dumpster fire awaits us in another session of Monster Prom. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I'm a little bit sleepy. I think it just might be because it's warm outside and I'm just kind of drained after trying to get things organized for my trip to Phoenix Comic Fest in a few days. On Wednesday, I fly out and to visit Phoenix, Arizona. So, because I'll be away, unfortunately there won't be any streams until I come back, which I believe is Tuesday. So, after tonight, the next stream that'll be up is next week, Wednesday, for the continuation of the letter. But that's for next week. At the moment, let's focus on this week. I'm very, very, very excited for Phoenix Comic Fest. I can't wait. I'll be meeting a lot of amazing narrators for the first time. We've spoken online, but it'd be amazing to meet them face to face at long last. So, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. All the bits that you guys have been generously dropping over the past few weeks have all gone towards covering airfares, travel expenses, Airbnb accommodation, all that good stuff, and just in general making my trip much more enjoyable. So thank you all so much for the bits you've dropped, and any bits that I collect tonight will also go towards the trip. So let's get a move on, shall we? And see if maybe this time I'll succeed in finally asking someone to prom. Maybe. Hopefully. But we should welcome those already here. Of course, the amazing GentlemanPhilosoraptor, Denvo, Sleepy FA, of course, Maximus Viridius, Garrett. Wonderful to have a mod to keep things civil. Yay! Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. So, let's get a move on, shall we? I'm not going to crucify a peasant for a small joke. It's not funny unless it's in large groups. And you don't have to worry about the money going towards a date or anything like that. It'll just probably go towards me drinking alone again. Oh, that would be funny if it wasn't so true. Anyway. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we truly were. Honestly, I think she's adorable, so I kind of want to pick her again. Although Brian is also great. This adorable nerd. Because I was thinking for this playthrough, I want to try asking Damien out again. Because he was the startup guy I was focusing my attention on. I wouldn't mind taking another shot. And honestly, I'm kind of digging Brian, so I want to play as him again. He's lots of fun. Yeah.
Sure.
But yes, don't bet on me succeeding this time. All I can do is try. Try, try, try. And we'd yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Garrett will put down 37 bumbleberries down for Stephanie asking out a monster to prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with his stupidly large heart. Liam de Liancourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid that he was truly a lovable dog. Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. and Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Denvo, is that a quote from the Haunted Mansion movie? If so, I'm proud of you, because I know that line. It's such a guilty pleasure movie. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. Yes, I fucking knew it, Denvo! But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities, Dionysus, Bastard, Loki, coolest cats in town. Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him for whatever I want. A lot more effective. Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers every night. I've even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. Blackmail sounds about up Damien's alley, I think. Which is the coolest mythological creature? The sweet creature I drew when I was 6, and which is clearly super derivative of other mythological creatures, but it's super cool and it's my Osea, my spirit animal, okay? A sphinx, who's super turned up and ready to party, and she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps the riddles. The invisible hand of the free market. That sounds about right. What would be your dream first date? If we're going after Damien, it's gonna be crimes. Yeah, boy. Whoop whoop whoop. Wish me luck, guys. See how this dumpster fire works out. I am going after the bad boy.
Sure.
Let's see. I think I definitely need to up my boldness, because boldness is one of the key things when it comes to Damien, so yes. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Oh, Brian's actually quite cute as well. I wish he was a character option where you could try and date him, but I guess that's what, you know, weekend nights are for, when you're alone, air quotes, dating yourself. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Suddenly a chill runs through you, as if the very fabric of reality is in danger. Scanning your surroundings, you quickly discover the reason for the feeling. Polly and Damien are together, and they're bored. Damien. What? I must have fallen asleep for a second because nothing is on fire. I know, right? Nothing crazy has happened in the last 47 minutes and I'm dead. I mean, I'm literally actually dead, but also I am dead because of how bored I am. What if we just... Oh, fuck. I'm so bored I can't even think of something to do to not be bored! No, help us, somebody. Please cause a sexy problem. Break the 7 seals and release Cracklet the world fucker. Send in the party goblins. The breaking a seal sounds like what I get up to on weekends, so yes. Using an accursed sword someone was stupid enough to give you, shatter the ward separating the world fucker from our world. He emerges onto this mortal plane with a noise like a million throats being slit at once, wreathed in bloody vapor. These are the end times that the ancient poets forlornly prophesied. This realm will rot like the maggot-riddled corpse it is. Oh, sick! It's the world fucker. Come to fuck the world. Yes! Hey, world fucker! Want a party? Kralak speaks with a voice like a snake eating itself. He says,
Hell yes.
You all head off to party all night, leaving a trail of flaming wreckage in your wake. The world is doomed, but at least it's not boring. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Awesome, off to a great start already.
Sure.
Hey Damien, what's up? As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. So this is the one for killing people, right?
Disgraceful. What?
Good heavens, no. This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat.
So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny looking knife to kill a dude?
No, no, no. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is the merfolk court silverware after all.
That tiny thing? Might as well wait for my victim to die of old age.
That is usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison.
This is ridiculous. Yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? And don't say the fish knife. Spoon. Yeah, Damien could kill someone with a spoon. Holy shit, that's so much more metal! Why didn't I think of that? I guess, when the only tool you have here is a knife, every problem looks like a problem you should stab with a knife. Thank you for opening up my eyes to the world of silverware-related murder.
But which spoon? This is very important. Do you mean the teaspoon? Or the dessert spoon? Or perhaps the caviar spoon? No, no, no. None are appropriate.
What about this spoon here? The one with the jagged edges on it.
Oh, you mean the murder spoon? Of course not. That's for hard-boiled eggs.
Damien nods thoughtfully, but pockets the spoon when Miranda's not looking. Looks like this school's about to get a lot messier.
Sure.
I really need to up my charm, so... Yes, the gym. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You notice Scott and Damien waving their phones in each other's faces and decided to take a look. As you get closer, you realize they're discussing Pokemon's Go, the mobile game based on the hit television show Pocket Humans. Whoa, you've got Walter Jacobs? Those are so rare. Bet your ass I do. Check it out. His fiscal responsibility stat is 11. He's a fucking beast at doing his taxes. I hear he's lactose intolerant though. Yeah. I feed him nothing but cheese pizza to fuck with him. He hates it. That's not very nice. I'm super nice to my Leslie Dunbar. Fuck you, you got Leslie Dunbar? The Queen of Insurance Liability Management? This fucking game. Okay. Yeah, I had to trade 2 Mindy Babcocks and a Jared Fogle together, but it was so worth it. That's nothing. You've got a Pokemon so rare it'll send them both into shock. You whip out your phone and show them your... Winslow Gibbs, Fiscal Responsibility 14, Armor Class. Scabs Rent-A-Car, Sex Murderer. That seems something more Damien would be interested in, but I'm not sure if it's like a boldness thing. Yeah, I don't think my boldness is high enough. I think that's more a smarts thing. Although I really want to click Sex Murderer. Yes! Oh, that's just high enough. Now this is what I'm talking about. I didn't even know they made Pokemons like this. What type is this? Criminal type? Why the fuck did no one tell me this was in the game? Whoa, Damien, calm down. Shaking your phone and it's upsetting Walter Jacobs. Fuck Walter Jacobs. I'm getting myself a Scabs Rent-A-Car and he's gonna murder all my other Pokemons. Yo, I'd offer to trade you my whole roster for that mean son of a bitch. But all my Pokemons are obviously lame as hell. And hell is pretty lame. Why do you think I'm up here all the time? Tell you what, I'll beat up the loser of your choice. Free of charge. If you hook me up with that mighty bastard. Why not? You never know when a free beatdown might come in handy. You lose 1 Scab's rent-a-car, but you gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. Off to a good start already? Yeah?
Sure.
My fun's pretty good. My boldness is pretty high as well. I think my charm needs a bit more of a boost, so I'm gonna go back to the gym. Invest more time into that. Another dodgeball. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist! You gain +10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you'll be lucky if you could do anything with that, and +2 charm. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slinks up to you. He's holding a large sack with the words, "Definitely not a corpse," written on it. Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. You never would have guessed. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse. At least, not without my lawyer present. But let's just say, he and I apparently had a very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It'll be extremely attractive thing to do. Oh, fuck it, I'm all over this. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution. Disguise him as a drinking fountain, no one will know the difference, or just chuck him in my garage, he'll blend perfectly with my collection of vintage dead bodies. That seems much more of a creativity thing. That seems more in keeping. Yes! Awesome. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, these all yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley? Amelia Earhart? Fuck, you've got 3 popes here! Sounds like my summer house. I spent all this time trying to be a great murderer. When the greatest murderer of all was right next to me the entire time. Ladies and gentlemen, I sense romance blossoming. Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just an accomplished grave robber. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Good start already?
Sure.
Come upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at a neighbouring table. I still don't get why you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit. I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly.
Silly boy. This silverware is not for killing.
Things can be for stuff other than killing? That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you.
Well, of course they do.
But they're not using any of your silverware.
Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands, as befit the lower classes.
So you're saying this silverware collection has no practical purpose?
Things have practical purposes?
These two could go round and round like this forever, unless you say something to resolve the dispute. I agree with Damien right away. Damien's right, Miri. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. I mean, I was just giving a shit, but I am in favour of any plan that gets more people murdered.
Oh, how barbaric. Are you sure that's the right thing to do?
Yep, 100%. Absolutely.
Well, alright then. Yum Yum, Daisy, take the sharpest of these silverwares in your filthy peasant hands and go a-murdering, would you?
I was kind of hoping you would do the murdering yourself.
We're living in an age where a lady can't outsource her senseless murders to her servants. I don't know what the world is coming to.
Fair enough. As long as the murders get done, I guess I don't care. Miranda even outsources some silverware murder to you and Damien. As a team, it really brings you closer to each other. So far, so good. Okay, I'm feeling this. Feeling this.
Sure.
Oh. I need to up my creativity. That day while rehearsing for the class play. Oh, I agree, Garrett. I am in it with Damien. He's so going to be okay with me asking him to prom. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school players' standards. You gain +2 creativity. You catch sight of Damien in the audience, sprawled casually across several seats, smoking 3 cigarettes. He nods at you. God, that outfit does things to me. Hey, have you heard about this talent show they're putting on? You know, first I wasn't interested. Just another lame-ass piss party courtesy of the theatre department. But then I realised, you know that trophy that they give to the winner? You could really hurt someone with that trophy. So now I've got a problem. I want that trophy, but I don't want to do some stupid song and dance number to get it. Tell you what, you help me think of a killer performance, and I'll promise not to hit you with the trophy when I win it. Much. Pull off a surprise victory with the only talent that really matters, trophy theft, or stick to what you're good at, arson. My boldness is pretty good. Although my smarts is better. I think, like, to kind of keep in ties with, like, wanting to be competing, and I think that ties to my smarts, I'm going to pick that one. Yes! Oh, fuck you, that's genius! I guess I'll need to put together a heist crew. Oh wait, I've already got the best backup in the game. Tyson and Tyson, attorneys at punch. He's talking about his fists. For your crimes against the talent show, you gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Fuck yeah!
Sure.
Okay, charm definitely needs to be boosted a little bit more, so I think it's back to the gym for us. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing, and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not a part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and +2 charm. You join Miranda and Damien's team for Game 2. It goes differently. Come on, shit dicks. Face the power of hell.
Paint this battlefield red, Damien. Grind them into thin red paste.
You express your worry and confusion over the number of corpses in the gym. Isn't this supposed to be a friendly game? Hey, Fallout Kids 567, great to see you in the chat. And hello from Australia. Hope everything's going well down there. Friendly? What the fuck is friendly? I only have 2 words in my vocabulary. Kill and murder.
Honor, glory, feudalism. These are the words we will fight for. These are the words we will die for.
Whoa, you didn't sign up to die. You gotta stop this before it turns into an FPS or something. Get off my nuts, narrator. You don't understand the ancient reasons for dodgeball slaughter. Many died before us, but we won't waver. Or guys, it's just dodgeball. Nah, get off my nuts, narrator. Fine, be that way. Bring it on. You cock your shotgun. Why do you have a shotgun? And stand beside Damien. Double kill. Triple kill. Quad damage. The gym is ruined. Blood is everywhere. Half of your classmates are maimed. Are you happy? Here, have 3 money as loot or something. It's a dating game and you killed a bunch of people. How should I know what to give to you? And thank you so much for the host Fallout kids. I really appreciate it. You find Damien and Vera hunched over a scale model of Spooky National Bank made of milk cartons, lunch trays, and ketchup packets. Alright, we'll go in through the side entrance, disable the alarms with an EMP, and blow the safe. Why don't we just blow up the side entrance, blow up the alarms, and blow up the safe? Because we only have so much C4, Damien. That sounds like a personal problem. What's this thing? Damien points at a kosher dill pickle in front of the vault labelled Police Ogre. That's the Police Ogre. He's got eyes all the way around his head, never sleeps, doesn't take bribes, and is invincible in combat. Can we blow him up? No, we can't blow him up! We need to find a way around him. Well, I'm out of ideas. Yo, Brian, we'll cut you in on the heist if you can solve this ogre problem for us. Luckily, you're a heist mastermind. Before Vera or Damien can react, you... Eat the pickle. Yeah, that sounds like much more up Vera's alley, so, yeah, eat the pickle. Quick as a flash, you snatch the pickle off the table and bite it in half. Yes! Success! Suck it, ogre! That doesn't actually solve the... Look, Vera! Now the path to the vault is clear. Love you, Damien. We could blow it open and walk out with the cash. But the ogre is still there. The map doesn't lie, Vera. I see no ogre. Fine. Why don't you just rob the bank then? I'll focus on my illegal drug trade. You're happy to share a romantic heist with Damien. Together you eat the actual ogre just like you ate the pickle. And everyone knows police ogres are the ultimate aphrodisiac. Now I'm imagining Brian and Damien get it on top of a pile of blood-soaked stolen money.
Sure.
Someone draw fan art. But I think I need to up my fun a little bit. So let's head outdoors. Eat the pickle! That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there's like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party! You gain +2 fun. You're taking a break with Scott, Damien, and Vera when the whole wolf pack comes stomping over. Oh great, it's these boneheads again. I wonder what they want. Hey Scott, what's up, dog and non-dogs? Eat shit, you fucking flea farm. Oh, Damien, calm down. These guys are my cousins. Even more important than my teammates. Oh yeah? Well, if we're so important, how come we didn't see you at the dog park last full moon? Last full moon? Oh, wow, I don't remember. I was at the bowling alley with Damien and Vera, and then it was the next morning and I was naked and covered in blood. Oh yeah, that night was rad. We all wake up naked and covered in blood after a full moon, Scott. We wake up naked and covered in blood together. You know why? Because we're werewolves. Question is, are you? I'm sick of these creeps always harassing Scott. We need to get rid of them. But how? Pretend to throw a ball really far, but actually just hide it behind your back. A fiendish deception. Or stack Vera and Damien on your shoulders and make yourself as big as possible. I have a feeling that's maybe more smarts. I'm not sure if I've got the skills for that one quite yet, so I'll try that one. Yes. With hands as swift as your wits, you snatch up Scott's football, which he always has, obviously, and execute the maneuver. I'm working on it, Garrett, okay? So far, so good. The football, we gotta catch it. Where to go? I'll get it, I'll kill it! The wolf pack sprints off in the direction you pretend to throw the ball. Scott starts to chase after them, but Damien stops him. Psst, dude, look over here. I've had the ball the whole time. Whoa, what? How did you... Did you throw it through a dimensional portal? Yes, we bent the fabric of space and time. just so we could give you back your ball. You guys did that for me? Wow, you really are my best friends. Scott's adorable. Might try the romantic route with him next time. Scott lies down to chew happily on his football. While you bask in the warmth of your good deed, you gain +2 creativity and +1 charm. My stats are looking pretty dope if I have to say so myself.
Sure.
But I think we should up the boldness a little bit. Yeah. I'm just trying to, like, even out the scores, like, focusing on boldness, fun, like, charm and creativity. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staph infection with a slight chance of +1 STD. As you enter the bathroom, you notice there's something a little different about it. Specifically, the different thing is that it's on fire. Oh man, can you believe it? The bathroom just randomly caught fire for no reason. On the wall, you notice graffiti reading, "Scott is more swole than Damien 5 ever," but surely this is unrelated. Shit, dude, I can't get detention again. I have an urgent appointment with someone, and by that I mean my fists have an urgent appointment with their face. And if my fist can't make that appointment... Damien cracks his knuckles. Better think of a way to save him. Okay, call Scott and have him pee it out. If there's one thing we know about Scott is that he loves to pee on things, or if he burned down the whole school, no one will be worried about one little bathroom. Yeah, that sounds about right. So you're saying I should fight fire with fire? It's so simple. Anytime I have a problem, all I have to do is set it on fire. And if that fire causes any new problems, I can just set those problems on fire. It works in every situation. I can't believe I never thought of this before. Side note, Garrett, I now want to play a tiefling character who's essentially just Damien. Like, just a super badass pyromaniac. Damien doesn't even get around to setting the whole school on fire. He's too busy writing his new self-help book. Fighting Fire with Fire. A foolproof guide to inevitable success in all situations. It sells 1 million copies. Damien shares the profits with you. You gain +3 money.
Sure.
Yes. Listen, Brian, you can totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight.
Yeah, we're showing off our best flasks. Well, not the best flasks exactly, but the best contents.
Good God, Good God, are literal actual flasks of alcohol openly allowed in the school cafeteria? Are there no rules? Apparently not, because Polly starts getting setting a series of flasks down on the table.
Okay, so this is beer, my WC wine, whiskey, ethyl alcohol, the soul of an infant.
Weak. This is radioactive absinthe. This is fire, and this is literal poor life choices. You can bottle that?
Okay, but this one has another smaller flask inside. It is the ultimate flask.
They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you can cut it in with the craziest thing of all. But think carefully about whom you want to impress with your flask contents. Okay, get ready for the most hardcore badass thing. This flask contains an ancient genie that grants you 3 wishes, and I'm totally drinking it because I don't give a fuck. I grant my own damn wishes. Or want to get the dope party started? This flask has Ultra Whiskey, which you can only get when you get 2 bottles of the best, purest whiskey and make them mate. Yeah, I think that one's definitely much up Damien's alley a bit more. Yep, you're right. Hardcore. So hardcore. You could ask for anything. Wealth, power, immortality. A free pass for teachers to ignore bad behavior forever and let you do whatever the fuck you want without suspension. But instead, you're just gonna drink the genie? It's like you've drunk from my poor life choices flask. I love it. I didn't even know you could drink a genie. You and Damien pop open the flask and drink the genie together. It's definitely just water, but Damien seems to drink so much alcohol and energy drinks that he's literally forgotten what water tastes like. Normally you'd say that couldn't possibly be healthy, but fuck it, he's a demon from hell. He could probably do whatever. What a glorious bonding experience.
Sure.
I kind of think I want to up my fun just a little bit more. Because my smart's already really good, and as is my boldness. Everything's really even, but I'm just going to up my fun a bit more, because that's typically a big thing when it comes to Damien. Oh no, wait, that's the store at the moment. Oh, trust me, I know Fallout kids, because I'm originally from Australia, so I've had my fair share of experience with huntsman spiders, and those things are fucking nightmare fuel. In that case, I'm going to up my charm a little bit more. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that excuse me, of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel. But is it now? And you gain +2 charm. The game was so close. The other team demands a rematch. This one goes way worse. Your team is down to just you and Damien. The other team has all the balls except for the one you're holding. We're boned. Time to just cover our nuts and let them get it over with. I mean, I'm only in this game so I can accidentally hit people in the face. I'm not, like, skilled. It's not like you have some sort of super secret ultimate dodgeball trick hidden up your ass, right? Actually, you do! You take a deep breath and bust out your ultimate technique. The 5-point ball exploding heart technique, or gun. That seems much more like boldness, so I'm gonna go with that one. Ah yes, the most powerful dodgeball technique of all. Gun! You draw your weapon and fire wildly at the opposing team. They all try to take cover behind their dodgeballs, but dodgeballs are made of rubber and are therefore terrible cover. Luckily for them, they're all undead, or at least mythical beasts immune to conventional weaponry, so no one dies. Your senseless violence does distract them long enough for Damien to eliminate the whole team, though. They say never bring a knife to a gunfight, but they never said not to bring a gun to a ball fight. That's technically true. You have to stay late to clean up the carnage, but you still gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Oh, that sucks. Spider bites are the freaking worst. I'm lucky that I've never actually been bitten by a spider yet. But the Aussie ones are beasts. Absolute beasts. Okay, I'm gonna up my creativity a little bit more, so back to the auditorium we go. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your convert app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. Seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain +2 creativity. I know I still have 0 shits. What am I— and also my barren field of fucks. What am I gonna do with that? You go up to the light booth to see how Polly and Damien are doing. Lame. That's how we're doing. I love Polly's outfit as well. It's adorable. If I'd known they'd stick me up here just because I missed auditions to go to that monster truck rally. Still would have gone to that monster truck rally, but I would have gotten in like 9 more fights while I was there. Why'd I have to be on so many cool drugs during casting? I thought the lights were butterflies and I just wanted to play with them. It is kind of a Percy outfit, isn't it? Or maybe like alternative universe Cassandra or something. That's all in the past now. As long as we're here, I guess we'd better make the best of it. By fucking with Liam! But he's so hard to mess with. He's like really good at acting. Come on. Between the 3 of us, I'm sure there's something we could do to make him forget his lines. Rewrite the whole play but just Liam's lines, or rocket launcher? My boldness is one of my strongest suits. I'm gonna go rocket launcher. Oh yeah, duh. Thanks for reminding me about this rocket launcher I always carry around. Damien fires a rocket at the stage just as Liam makes his entrance. He doesn't kill anyone because all the actors are already undead, but it sure makes them forget their lines. After the show, a talent agent approaches the three of you and about starring in a new reality show. It's called Pranked with a Rocket Launcher. Looks like you've got a career ahead of you in showbiz. You gain +2 money and +1 fun. My stats are pretty fucking dank. It only took me like 2 weeks of practice.
Sure.
Yes. Damien, my beloved. Okay, take care, Fallout Kid. It was wonderful to have you in the chat. Hope to see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And enjoy your dinner. As we sit down to our own lovely lunch at the cafeteria, you sit down to a nice, normal meal at the Spooky High cafeteria, as usual. Lol, JK, something's fucked up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, Brian. Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Brian, you have some smarts. You're probably going to figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no we didn't. Shut up. We're going to teach it the piano, or maybe the saxophone? I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. Know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. The wild beast should be the new team school mascot. Put him in sports jersey and let's rock, go team. It's obvious you brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next MasterChef champion so you can split the MasterChef cash prize. Yeah, that I remember this option, and then that one's more Scott and that one's more Damien, so let's click that one. What a kick-ass idea! Which was obviously ours. You're right, that was our idea. Hooray, we're geniuses! Okay, see you in a second, Garrett. Everyone behave yourselves in chat while the mod's away. And I have just what we need here. Training montage music. Suddenly you start a training montage in which the three of you try to teach cooking to the wild beast. You suck at it since you're not big chefs yourselves, and also because it's a wild beast, and it keeps in devouring people and wreaking havoc. But it's quite an epic training montage. Afterwards, you're all sitting inside in front of a portable TV. The MasterChef show is about to start. You're holding cute supportive signs, and you even got yourself a custom-made t-shirt of a wild beast. Whoa, this is the big day. Also, how is that we trained the wild beast and it's now on the show if it's still noon and the cafeteria time hasn't even ended? Shh, Scott. Time works differently in mysterious ways when it comes to training montages. Okay, boys. I only hope it isn't a souffle challenge. We know the wild beast isn't good at souffles. The wild beast isn't good at anything aside from devouring people and wreaking havoc. Quietly watch the show. The challenge is Beef Wellington. Fuck yeah, no souffle! Not so surprisingly, once the challenge begins, the wild beast just starts to devour the other contestants and destroys the show set. See the judges screaming, "Who the fuck let a wild beast enter the competition?" The wild beast is disqualified. Well, I guess that's it. We might not have won the cash prize, but we won the most valuable of prizes. The prize of laughing at our wild beast fucking up everything on the MasterChef set, which is a memory we will cherish forever. Is Damien really ready to cherish memories that include you? Wowie!
I'm all aflutter.
Sure.
Okie dokie dokie. My money is pretty freaking dope. I wouldn't mind seeing if I can buy something.
Hey, stranger.
Hey stranger, it's been a while. I've missed you. It's okay, you can look at my stuff. You're adorable. Cute. Fake badass tattoo. Flames and skull and even a knife. With this you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch and then murder them too and go to some kind of super prison. Street cred 9000. Motivational poster. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great mentors and tons of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting. So let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay? A PR agent. High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Are you sure about this? You can always use Wikipedia to get the general idea and still be able to act as if you've read it. A bag of regular cocaine. Good old cocaine! These times of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, cocaine has become the new vanilla of drugs. Penguin mask. You want this, you sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciated good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I must admit, it's kinda hard if you're into that kinky shit. Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't. But they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. A tampon used by the former prom queen. You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions. Don't even dare ask me how I got this. A sexy fake Latin accent. Why, the hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is a close second, to be honest. I'm thinking the tattoo. Yeah, I'll get the tattoo. Yes, adds to my awesome boldness.
Sure.
Okie dokie Loki. Might just up my... No. Oh, yeah, I can't do that at the moment. Gonna up my creativity just a little bit more. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in discussion, so you decided to convey it through music. You start singing. Suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity. You see Damien pacing the stage, stabbing the air with his cardboard lance. Motherfucker, I don't do things if I don't look badass doing them! This play is not an exception. I'm going to live so motherfucking truthfully through these imaginary circumstances. The script is just so... I don't know, vague. Why is the Dark Knight so evil? Where does this anger come from? Why all the murder? And yes, when it comes to plays, I want there to be a reason for murder. I just don't need one in real life. You better give him a reason not to murder you, just in case. And the knight was driven evil by the death of his parents and or spouse. It's never been done. Or go method, go on a real life killing spree. My boldness is kind of through the roof, so... Oh, fuck. I kind of fucked that up. It's not like I really need an excuse to go on a killing spree. But this is as good excuse as any. Just gotta grab a razor, an iron, and a cheese grater. Anything to gag the screaming. Holy shit, that does not bode well. Next week, you find the police knocking on your door. At first, you're afraid Damien framed you for murder. But then it turns out he's framed you for murders. Plural. Fuck. You lose 2 money and 1 boldness. That's okay, like, my money was pretty good, and my boldness was through the roof, so, it could be worse.
Sure.
You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of undefinable prime meat. Alright, Damien, I know I've had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. 1129ish, thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. I hope you enjoy your time with us. Everyone in the chat, make sure to make them feel welcome. When you told me not to bring all my knives. But I trust we can now put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labours. You mean the meats of our labours? Yes. Together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Wait. Raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at the stove. Did the fire ever, you know, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. Damien, please! Let's be reasonable at this. What is reasonable? Like, Vera, that's... You're friends with him. You should know by now that that's a foolish question. If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Brian will surely make the intelligent choice for us. Isn't that right? My word, the steak is too cooked already. Rub some ice on it and douse it in blood. Quick. The only correct way to enjoy a steak is after its charred remains have been retrieved from a burning building. Yep, that's much more Damien. That's what I like to hear. That, and the sounds of screaming people fleeing a burning building. But roasting totally destroys the flavour of... Done talking! Fire time now! As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles. Aww. It almost makes the third-degree burns and massive property damage worth it. Ooh, guys, I'm feeling good about this one!
Sure.
Let's just up the fun just a little bit. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school. Also adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him, the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. You're daydreaming about how Damien would look walking down the aisle towards you. When you see Damien walking down the hallway towards you. Yo, listen. Don't be uncool about this or make it a big thing, but I think you're pretty rad. Like, maybe even as rad as I am. So I thought it might be sweet if we could, you know, do some crime together. Would you be into that? I mean, could you even fucking handle that? Yes, of course you could, and would and should. What kind of crime are you into these days? Quick, suggest the most badass and romantic crime for an excellent date with Damien. Tax fraud and light treason, or dinner and a movie. Only the dinner is arson and the movie is also arson. That sounds about right. Arson and arson. Sounds like my kind of night. Damien picks you up and presents you with a bouquet of matches and lighters, which you blush and happily accept. Oh, Damien, I'm getting all aflutter up in here. You smile demurely as Damien pulls out your chair for you and then sets it on fire. You confidently order off the menu for both of you before setting both menus on fire. After a delicious meal, the two of you flirtily squabble over whose absolute pleasure it would be to pick up the check as the flames rage high all around you. Ready to head out for more arson? Heck yeah, you are! The two of you head to a movie, immediately setting your ticket stubs on fire. You take your seats and set the row in front of you on fire. You talk through the previews as the flames leap higher and higher, bathing you in a romantic glow. It's the hottest date of all time, in so many ways. Hey, had a really nice time tonight. The only thing better than the arson was the more arson. Is he actually blushing? Or is that just the heat from all the so much arson? OMFG, this date was literal fire. But no, like, actual literal fire. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Oh, my stats are fucking dope! Alright, Damien. Will you go to prom with me? Yes. Ask Damien to prom.
Sure.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom? I guess we can get so wasted that we end up burning stuff down, right? That sounds like a rad date to me. Let's burn stuff down together till dawn. Oh, fuck yes! Finally! Prom night was crazy intense. At one point, a classmate of yours criticized how Damien is always getting into fistfights, for which Damien punched him, starting yet another fistfight. You joined in and fought with him back to back. It was a super sexy choreographed fight, and you even exchanged trusting glances while watching over each other's backs. And that wasn't the only time that night you took care of Damien's rear. Wink! Damn it, damn right, Denvo, you lost your bet. Ha ha! Brian, best at secret handshakes, and Damien's sexiest horn. Absolutely. Ah, but guys! We actually did the thing! I finally managed to get someone to go to prom with me. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien and Scott teamed up and took second in the National Pokemon Tag Tournament. The crowd was amazed. Their Pokemon team did taxes as if there was no tomorrow. It was a thing of beauty. Polly's drug cooking skills proved to be useful. She became a chemist for her pharmaceutical industry. Yet, on her free time, she still cooks drugs. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavoured ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. The latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you get it. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there are lots more battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. So guys, I finally got someone to go to prom with me. And Denver, yes you indeed lost that bet. Ah. Thank you so much for the 200, sorry, it's 260, yeah, 260 bits. Holy shit, thank you so much. GentlemanPhilosoraptor, you continue to be amazing, and woo! Things were definitely done on prom night. Oh my god. It did take me a little while to kind of get into the flow of things with this game, like figuring out what kind of questions would coincide with different attributes. But I feel pretty good about our chances from here on out with trying out some different endings and trying out some different dating options as well. Also, these dorks are just adorable. Ah. Yay. Oh, that's cute. Following D till the end. Yay. Oh, that was awesome. But, of course, we're going to have another crack at this. But I'm thinking, after tonight's stream of Monster Prom, I might put this game on pause for a bit, and then we might come back to it a little bit later. Because I'm thinking of switching things around, and trying out a different game for Monstrous Mondays. But I'll talk it over with the chat in the Discord. So, let's take another shot, shall we? Ah, spooky high school. Sweetest years of our lives. I'm just going to skip through it since we just read it. Okay. She's adorable. I want to play as her again. Vicky! I wait yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we're all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, Damien LeVay, apologies, Scott Howell, Liam DeLeoncourt, Polly Geist, and Vera Oberlin. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks left to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I kind of want to take a crack at trying to ask Scott out, because Vicky's like quite cute and bubbly, and I think she'd look really cute next to Scott, so let's try that out. I haven't tried asking him out before. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! Let's get to the questions, shall we? Okay, the coolest reality show would be 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge, seducing a potato into marriage. Somehow. People in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs, and society wins. 8 rich people fight in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to you. That one sounds like fun. Yes. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Now the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon-to-be covered by water world. Or, global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. M seems boldness. Smarts. Or that could be boldness or fun. Either way, let's pick that one. Yay, fun. What would be the deal breaker for a potential lover? Person lacks taste, the person hates the outdoors, person is boring, person is a coward, person is mediocre, person lacks manners. I have a feeling the outdoors one. Hey. Denvo? 1,000 bits! A bet is a bet. Thank you so much! I didn't expect you to drop some bits, but thank you! Really, really appreciate it! Aw, you guys are amazing. But I do think I need to definitely up my boldness and my creativity. I'll do my creativity first, since the last time I started in the bathrooms. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. You'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gain +2 creativity. Later you're minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting, just as you're about to approach her. There you are, Polly. Been following a scent. The scent of betrayal. What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. This very unfunny person messed up with my sports gear. Put my left sock in my right shoe, my right sock in my left shoe. Polly, I know we're best bros, but you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. No, you didn't, because ghosts don't have a scent. Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything, and ghosts smell like algebra and global warming. Right. Well, if a ghost don't smell, what am I smelling? Of course ghosts smell like cocaine-spiked rose wine and Victoria's Secret lingerie, or it sure is a mystery, hop in my van will solve it, Scoob, I mean Scott. I think that's more boldness, and my boldness is nowhere near, like, high enough. I think that's more along the lines of charm, so I'll take a shot at that. Oh my gosh, yes! My favorite things! Then it was you! Scott, do you have any idea how many girls in this school wear Victoria's seance? It's the ultimate lingerie boutique. So you're saying it could have been any ghost? Pretty much. But you know what? I'd be happy to use my rose wine smelling lingerie scented skill set to help you crack the case. Thanks, Polly. You're a good friend. As they walk away arm in arm, Polly looks over her shoulder and mouths to you. It was totally me. But Scott seems content with their friendship is saved, and Polly seems pretty flattered by your choice descriptors. In the end, the strongest smell here is the sweet smell of success. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Yeah, I thought just like play to that one, even though it'd be much more flattering to Polly. Hey Garrett, welcome back. And a spider just tried to eat you. Oh no. It must be from that nest that I put in your bag. How terrible. But anyway, welcome back to the chat.
Let's go.
As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a forkful of quinoa to her mouth. She brings lunch from home. When... Food, fork, 6, 8. Who do we delegate? Eating, eating, yeah, eating. Ugh, Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. I take that back, Garrett. I'm sorry. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. I haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. Must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey, friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheering for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to be eaten by Vera in a walk-in freezer. The problem is obviously that we aren't dressed up as a giant salad. This one's actually tricky, because I could kind of like think of reasons why either one of those would go. I think that one's a bit more up Scott's alley, so let's try that one. Yes! Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, sports cheerleaders dress like giant steaks and drumsticks all the time. Maybe that's just how they look when I'm really hungry. Whatever, let's dress up. Luckily, the school keeps some giant vegetable costumes in the auditorium for health presentations, so you snag them and start cheering. Beets! Aggressive! Eat beets! Aggressive! There aren't even any beets in this salad. It's just quinoa on the tears of my enemies. Vera's pissed, but she does eat her salad really fast, so you'll leave her alone. Hooray for cheerleading!
Let's go.
Oh, my boldness definitely needs to be boosted, so let's fix that up. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. And here comes Liam, ranting to anyone who will listen about the failings of living flesh. I have such pity for creatures that have to consume things other than blood. Grocery shopping, cooking, chewing, it's a nightmare. No wonder there are so many fad diets. People don't want to have to choose what they eat. Like, have you heard of the Matryoshka diet? You eat a tapeworm, and then you eat a bigger tapeworm to swallow that tapeworm, and so on until all your organs are replaced by tapeworms. It's usually fatal, but the corpses do look fabulous. Oh man, that brings back memories. Matryoshka diet is how I died. I miss fad diets. I used to get up in stupidest shenanigans just to get my hands on the latest food replacements. Oh, are you guys talking about fad diets? Sign me up. I'll do anything that gets me all ripped. Anything. Have you heard of the Imhotep cleanse? It's only when you eat things that came from mummy. Mummies are so rare you get super skinny, plus you get to rob tombs. You heard of the paleo diet, now try the Jurassic diet. You can't eat anything that isn't a diet until killing a T-Rex. That sounds much more Scott. Oh, fuck! Damn it! Hey Scott, didn't you say you had a time machine? That dive would be perfect for you. I do, but Coach gave it to me on the condition that I only use it to go back in time and win all the games we lost. I'm not going to jeopardize my deep relationship with Coach just to get Hecka Swole in history times. Plus, the last time I used it, I ended up in a time that looked exactly like the present, and I never figured out how to go back. Turns out the time machine is just a cardboard box Coach painted "Believe in yourself" on. Everyone knows time travel isn't real. Or is it? In any case, you lose 2 charm and 1 boldness. Damn it. This one may not be as successful.
Let's go.
I really need to up my boldness, so I'm gonna... Oh no, wait. Then I activate the money thing. I'll up my creativity instead. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point into a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you are arguing totally get your point, and change their minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity. As you go about your day, you can't help but notice Damien and Scott trying on beige business suits. By the time you get over to them, they've both taken the suits off and are examining them critically. Something still isn't right. Yeah, I really don't want to half-ass our Pokemon's cosplay. Coach says to always use your full ass on everything. I'm with you, man. Nobody gives more of a shit about the classic Pocket Humans video game than me. But what the fuck are we missing, man? We've got the suits, the horn-rimmed glasses, the sickly pale body paint. Everything we need to cosplay Doug and Wilbert. The twin titans of real estate. I know who they are, Scott. Play the damn game. But come on. Think of what we're missing. You know right away what their costumes need. You reach into your bag and pull out the one thing no human would be caught dead without. Oh, my boldness isn't any higher, like, good enough for that, so that's probably it. I know, right? Like, I'm still at 0 shits. It's a totally broken game. A unicycle? Seriously? What kind of freak show bullshit is this? This is the best thing I've ever seen! Come on, Scott. Doug and Wilbur would never ride a unicycle. Well, maybe they should, Damien. Maybe they should. Look, everybody's going to be doing Doug and Wilbert. We will be the only Doug and Wilbert on a unicycle. I guess it is a good excuse to run over people's toes. Okay, unicycle it is. Can't believe that worked. You're just trying to get rid of your cousin's shitty unicycle. Gain +2 fun and +1 creativity.
Let's go.
Boop. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off.
Do Damien, do Damien.
Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face.
I use my violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity which has alienated me from my own true emotions.
You sound exactly like him.
Okay, you do Vera.
I'm Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman.
Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work.
Not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now.
Okay, what about you, Vicky? Got any good impressions?
Just one, but it's a real doozy. Ooh, and Polly, look at me go.
I do not talk like that.
Yeah, you do. You talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe, but why is she running around the cafeteria rubbing her butt in everyone's lasagna? Because she is twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to tail in a hot pink golf cart. How's this even an impression of me? Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagna right now? Fine, out of my way! While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic.
Let's go.
I really need to up my boldness. That day, skip class and just to hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you also don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! Graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. With that water wall! A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain 2 boldness.
Yay.
Oh boy, that was an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Nearby, you can see Scott and the wolf pack talking. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Scott, we have the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. Ooh, I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting edge sports supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix it with a beverage. You can consume it using only your nose. It's called cocaine. Yeah, cocaine. Oh, that totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink. Which definitely means it's cutting edge. Just like you said. Yeah. It's like 50% energy drinks, 50% protein powder, and 100% raw power. God damn with these crazy pranks. But before you can do anything, Scott has snorted all the coke. Oh god, this is gonna be interesting. I've just kind of been a bit lethargic today because I've been trying to get things organized for going away, so I'm a bit sleepy. And he's gone full wolf mode, and now he's basically unleashed and is destroying everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Using a vast knowledge of aromatherapy, give him some lavender-scented cocaine to neutralize the regular scented cocaine and relax him a bit. Or give him a flashy fidget spinner. That sounds more fun. Yeah, that sounds more along the lines of fun, and that one's definitely more smart. Both of them are quite high, so I'll do the fidget spinner. Yay! He starts spinning a very flashy fidget spinner in front of Wolf Scott. He stops wreaking havoc and stares at the spinning fidget spinner. It's so spinny. After a while, he reverts to his normal self. Because everyone knows that cocaine triggers a werewolf transformation, but a fidget spinner can cancel it. Bro, this thing is the best thingy ever! It's like a very safe and friendly shuriken. Can I keep it? How can you say no to that pair of puppy dog eyes? Hooray! You see Scott fleeing with your fidget spinner, still managing to wreak some havoc despite calling it very safe and friendly. Clumsy, handsome Scott. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. I really need to keep on upping my boldness, so I'm going to visit it again. Just try and even out my scores. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you will kill a tiny bug-eyed turtle with your bare hands. What monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness? Come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? But you know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Oh, excuse me. Later, you see Scott, all but skipping down the corridor, cheerily rattling off some sort of list. No, Garrett, while you were away, we succeeded in asking Damien to prom. And so this is like the second playthrough, so I'm trying to ask Scott out instead. But yes, We were successful in asking Damien to prom. Hi, pal. Oh man, today is the best. I was walking out of class and my tail just started wagging all of a sudden. You know how sometimes your tail starts wagging and you're not even sure why? Started wondering what my tail might be so happy about. I realized it's probably just because I'm a werewolf. Because being a werewolf is just about the best thing, right? I mean, if I wasn't a werewolf, I wouldn't even have a tail to wag. And then I started thinking even more. I realized where everything's would be pretty good. Where dolphins, where pigs, where weasels. Where tanks! I wonder what the absolute best were creature would be. Where never mending machines? Where water fountains? Where door? Where window? Where knob? Where floor? Okay, now he's just naming things he can see. We better jump in. A were moon or a were werewolf? Were werewolf sounds fun. Oh fuck. A were werewolf? When it comes to being a werewolf is the best thing. I know they say too much of a good thing is a great thing. They don't. But this might be the exception that proves the rule. They don't say that either. I mean, would being a werewolf mean cutting my werewolf time in half? Like, would the full moon turn me into a werewolf and then I'd have to wait for another full moon to turn me into a wolf? I don't want that. I don't want to lose any wolf time. He asked that what besides a wolf could be were, and you said a werewolf. It's only fair that you lose 2 creativity and 1 smarts. Damn it.
Let's go.
Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go Lefty, gobble that mouse. No, watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue. Go! Oh, he does this every week or so. Whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake eating contests are competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes what an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake. Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling. Boring, this isn't nothing compared to earthworm eating contests or snake, eat the food and stay awake. Yeah. That's the spirit! Get your head in the game, Sanchez. Do snakes have heads, or are they just neck and face? Whoa, check it out! Bendy's been behind all season, with a record low BMI. That's body mass index. The index is because I wrote it on this index card. But now she's hungry for victory. Let's go, Bendy, swallow that glory! Snakes really do seem to enjoy having an audience. They're really hamming it up. Or should it be snaking it up? Your wild cheering motivates Bendy to really go all out. She tries to grab the mouse out of Lefty's jaws, and the two end up tearing it in half. Oh, my scalp! I'll take my snake charmer / hairdresser hours to get those organs out. Oh, major foul on Bendy there. She's going to be out for the rest of the season. Damn right she is. Having her muzzled. And her name is Spirulina? Spirulina. By the time Vera's cleaned up the blood and run off, we made plans to meet with Scott to watch the next match. Nice.
Let's go.
Definitely gonna up my creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you were struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. Tell everyone to call you by it. Also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate. Patrick Minol, thank you so much for following! Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. Thrilled you're able to join us this evening. I hope you enjoy your time with us and the rest of the stream. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. It's almost time for football practice. But you see Scott without his uniform on, looking sadder than you've ever seen him. I just can't believe it, bro. Coach kicked me off the team. It's not fair. How was I supposed to know that new cocaine power drink contained cocaine? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh. But rules are rules. And apparently doing a bunch of cocaine is against those rules. What am I gonna do, bro? Sports is my life. Life without sports is like a life without life. Please, bro, help me figure out a way to get back on the team. You'd love to help. The only question is, how? Okay. Spike the punch with Coke on prom night. If the whole team's on Coke, Coach will have to let you all play. We gotta do is convince Coach that cocaine's a good thing. A little hands-on demonstration wouldn't hurt. My scores are kind of all really even. That seems more of a Damien thing. But that's probably also boldness. That's probably smarts. I'm gonna try and go with that one. Shit. Wait. You want to go to the coach, the guy who kicked me off the team for doing cocaine, and you want to say, hey, cocaine isn't so bad, here, do this cocaine with me? That sounds like the kind of thing I would do. But people are always telling me I'm not very smart. So maybe that is not very smart? If I wanted to use my own ideas, I would have asked myself, not you. Maybe I should ask myself, hey Scott, is giving cocaine to Coach a bad idea? Yes it is, Scott, it is a very bad idea, and doing it would make you a Damien. Oh no, I don't want to be a Damien. I'm sorry friend, but it looks like you can't help me after all. No. That was fucking weird. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. Boo.
Let's go.
I'm definitely gonna have to up my charm a bit more. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. There you are, swiping through potential monster match states, when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can. Oh, hi there, Vicky. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game. And suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals. I'd never seen animals that could talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, for counting us as animals. They were just so fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by all my pull-ups and my muscles, and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king. Which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Aw, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally. Scott, a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. True royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? That seems more charm. My charm isn't terrible, but... That seems a bit more up his alley, but... I don't know. That's definitely charm, from what I can tell. That one maybe might be boldness. Try that one. Yes! My eyes are royal blue? Liam said they were cerulean, but I always knew that wasn't a real word. Clever Liam. He was clearly testing me. So if my eyes are royal blue because I had royalty inside me all this time, does that mean I have a little blue king or queen inside of me? Is it like my true self? I always suspected such big muscles couldn't be of this world. Good old Scott is just a mecca for a little blue person to fight against evil. I apologize for the yawns tonight. I wonder what could be my real role name could be. Sir Beef Wellington? Lady McBeef? No, Lady McMuscles. I shall ask my royal furries about that. Furries is what I decided to call those giant furry talking forest animals for short. Oh no, wait a minute. Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Vicky. You should come meet my furry friend sometime. Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not sure about these circumstances. But it's better than not hanging out at all. You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun. Hey!
Let's go.
You approach Scott and Polly's table to find them crouched behind a pile of jelly desserts, plotting. Thank Bruce if you're here, bro. Come on, join our huddle. Maybe you're curious about our huge pile of jelly jam gelatinous dessert cups? Well, wonder no more. We're going for the jelly prize. Yeah, we're gonna win it. If we collect the foil covers of 100 jelly desserts, we'll be the lucky winners of... 1 free jelly dessert! Ah! But right now we're stuck. We've only got 99, which means we need... One more, Scott. We need one more. We need one more! You give them your jelly dessert, but you already threw it at the bird person you hate. Guess you gotta make a choice. Steal the final jelly dessert from the jelly dessert factory, or make like a puppy dog and beg. All things are sweeter when achieved through pity. Top one definitely feels more poly, so I think that one. Begging? What? I never beg, except for in intricately choreographed erotic scenarios. Is this an intricately choreographed erotic scenario? No, even better. This is gazing sadly at people until they give us food. You happily follow Scott around the cafeteria, whimpering at people for their jelly desserts. Polly just eats all the stockpiled jelly desserts while you're busy begging. Also, no one is willing to give you any jelly desserts. But that doesn't matter. As the saying goes, begging is its own reward. And that the quality time you spend with Scott, that's also a reward. Excuse me.
Let's go.
I'm gonna give my creativity a bit more of a boost. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the path of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisations is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain +2 creativity. You find Scott sadly holding an open bottle of power sludge, the food-like elixir that gets you ripped. Bro, this protein shake's in a bottle is gross. I don't even know what most of these ingredients are. Flabbergravin? Abercrombide? Kale? Plus it tastes like butt. Not a stranger's butt, which is exciting to smell, but a gross, nasty butt from the butt swamp. Can't just toss it though. I've already opened it. Coach is always saying I gotta finish what I start. Bro, help me find something to mix into this power drink that'll make me buff and taste good. Make the drink taste good, I mean. Make the drink taste good, I mean. I don't need to taste good. I think I taste fine. Try this vial of genie sweat. I stole it from a genie. Well, good thing I brought these grape flavored steroids. That seems a little bit more reasonable. Shit. Psst, bro. I don't know how to say this, but that genie you stole the sweat from, he's floating right behind you. You turn around to find a very pissed off genie staring you down. It turns out genies are really attached to their sweat. The genie promises to grant you any wish you want, as long as your wish is getting your ass kicked by a genie. You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. No.
Let's go.
I'm gonna try and up my boldness a bit more. That day you skip class, intending to spend the term in the bathrooms. But you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the monster scouts and all their idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you're totally gained +2 boldness. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument, which is so strange in these sacred hallow halls of education. Lol, JK, can you imagine? Vicky! They made me their king, and they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, no matter what it takes. Scott, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries. I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that. No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink. Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be the best ruler. Oh, Scott, you sweet summer child. Oh, forget it.
Excuse me, did you say you need help in being a good ruler? I know all about that. Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Only live peasants can stage a rebellion.
Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure.
Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torches, soap spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire. You know, the usual.
I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be.
Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife shuriken right now.
Just seems so unnecessary. Must be a better, kinder way to rule. Right, Vicky? I want them to have a happy time under Scott I. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are the sorts of things I have not done. And they've made amazing drawings of me, which are very, very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader. Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes. Why would you pay taxes to them? Or flag time. You can't rule a kingdom with no flag. Without a flag, it would be just a bunch of flagless people. I think that one's maybe more creativity, so I'm going to try that one. Please? Yes! You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our art powers to create the very best flag ever. You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow the two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while painting and doodling. After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again, because of decency, but mainly because we don't have shirtless model for Scott, and admire your work. Oh, this is genius! No, it's actually a not so bad drawing of Scott shirtless in the words Scott rules. But sure, why not? You know how to take a compliment. Scott leaves all excited, ready to execute your plan. As your elders always say, any problem can be resolved by drawing shirtless people. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems quite excited. There you are, Vicky. Your plan was a success. My beloved furries seem to love the flag that's basically just me shirtless. They declared it a national day that should be celebrated yearly by drawing me shirtless. Which is kind of silly, since they do that pretty much every day anyway. But the important thing is, now I'm the best ruler ever. And that's thanks to you. I would love for you to visit my kingdom someday. We might even celebrate Shirtless Scott Day together. Wink. I'm pretty sure Shirtless Scott Day will totally become your all-time favourite festivity. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity.
Let's go.
You waltz over to Miranda and Scott's table to find them peering suspiciously into a burger.
Secret sauce, what dread mysteries do you conceal?
Oh, do you think the secret sauce can talk? Cool. Hey, secret sauce, what are you made out of?
No, Scott, my question was rhetorical.
Awesome, mine was loud.
Oh, it's no use. We will never discern the active ingredient of this delicious secret sauce. Unless... You have an idea, Vicky?
You're overthinking this, Scott. It's a sauce made of secrets. Oh, of course! Secret sauce! The clue is in the title!
But what are the secrets made of?
Shh, Miranda. It's a secret.
But...
Shh!
I...
Shh! Shh! In an effort to become more mysterious, Scotty rubs secret sauce all over his chest. You're definitely into it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna try and up my fun a bit. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there's like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You hear an almost dog-like whimpering and go and see what sort of poor animal is in pain. The answer is Scott, who is cross-eyed with concentration. He helps and snaps out of it. Oh bro, thank goodness you're here. I was trying to think all by myself. It's really hard, you know? See, I know I'm the best at exercising. I'm the exercise master. The exercise lord. The exorcist! But I've never tried exercising my brain. And in a way, the brain is almost part of the body, too, you know? Sort of 3 in 1, because it will make me better at exorcism, and being smarter will keep me from getting bad grades and kicked off the sports team. That wasn't 3 things or 1 thing. But you still have some ideas. Books are like weights for your brain, and heavier weights are better, so you just need to lift really heavy books. Or let's brainstorm, by which I mean let's make a literal actual storm inside your brain. Trying to decide between the 2 of these. I think that one. Oh shit. I guess. But I think you're supposed to lift the books to your face and like do something with the words. Like maybe I would take the words and weightlift them in my head. So that my brain could get abs, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I know how anything works. I think you just made me dumber. Oh well. I just gotta go back to injecting steroids into my brain. You think you may have identified the source of Scott's problems, but he won't listen now. You lose 2 charm and 1 smarts. Damn it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna try and up my boldness a bit more. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you crazy bastard. You get +2 boldness and probably +1 staff, with a slight chance of +1 STDs. Scott catches up with you afterwards, panting with excitement. Hey bro, I was just thinking today about how much I like you and want to share all my favorite things with you. I thought about sharing my bones with you, but I don't remember where I buried any of them. Then I thought maybe we could go out peeing together, but peeing on each other's territory would be wrong. And I don't know how to share the moon, or even where it is right now. So I guess that just leaves my 2 favorite things in the whole world, cheerleading and sports. And since you're not on the sports team, cheerleading it is. Let's cheer together, bro. What's that? You want to know what we're cheering for? Well, I thought I'd leave that up to you. What should we cheer, bro? We should cheer for the working class. Nothing will aid the rise of the proletariat like a hearty cheer. Or we should cheer for each other because friendship is the greatest sports of all. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes! We'll cheer for each other's cheering. And our cheering will make each other's cheering more cheerful! Scott picks you up and tosses you in the air. But before you hit the ground, he's in your arms, ready for you to toss him. Toss me higher, bro. With friendship, anything is possible. You toss Scott into the air, but somehow the force of your encouragement allows him to toss you again. You can fly! You fly into space! You crash into the sun! The sun is no match for your love for each other. I can't tell whether this fire in my heart is me getting burned up by the sun or my love for you. It's probably both. You slingshot around the sun, traveling faster than the speed of light. You crashed into Earth 7 days ago, right before the opposing team scored a touchdown in last week's sports game. You obliterate the enemy's quarterback. Yeah, cheerleading. Cheerleading indeed, and now you have an entire extra week to hang out with Scott, which won't be reflected in the game. You time a traveling cheetah. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Woo!
Let's go.
Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch, because you can drink whatever the hell you want in this school, but Scott's not making it easy for her. Hey Vera, what you drinking? Scotch. Why? Because it smells like a delicious forest fire. I'm curious. What's it called? Scotch. Yes? No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch. Yes? No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink. I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Why is it called Scotch? That's just what it's called. Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot. No, what will it take for you to get to drop this issue? Scott's not going to drop it unless you do something, so you cut in and say... Yeah, it's called Scots, but today is the opposite day, so everything that's Scots is actually Vera's, or... You're right, Scott, that drink is your birthright. Chug, chug, chug. That's... yeah. You don't have to tell me 5 times. Bottoms up. No, what are you doing? Stop! Okay, I just drank the whole bottle anyway. You utter twit. That scotch was brewed for King Tutankhamun himself. I had to have an adventuring archaeologist betrayed and murdered for that bottle. What? Sorry? Could you say that again? I was blackout drunk from all your Scots I drank. Oh, you're impossible. I'm impossible! Hooray! You drag Scott away to escape Vera's wrath. He spends the afternoon doing all your math homework for you. Sorry. Turns out Scott's way smarter when he's blacked out.
Let's go.
I'm just going to up my charm just a little bit more. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and +2 charm. After that, it's time for the most important part of the school, visiting Scott's Kingdom of Furry Animals, as promised. When you get to the forest, you find that most of the trees have been decorated with beautifully intricate drawn pictures of an even more muscular-than-life Scott, having various kinds of sex with various different giant furry animals. Vicky, my royal advisor, here to royally advise me, while I sit on my Scott throne and rule over my Scott friends. Aren't these sweet little furry forest creatures devoted to me? Makes me tail wag with joy. It is at that point that one of the sweet little furry forest creatures' giant head falls off, revealing a very startled-looking mummy. Yep, Vera called it. Bunch of kinky furry people doing furry stuff in the woods. Oh no. What just happened? Is he hurt? Is my little panda friend hurt? Or was my panda friend never a panda friend at all? Oh no, Scott will not be losing his pure joy and innocence over some furry shitty costuming skills. Not on your watch, not today! You think quickly. You know how deer shed their antlers and then they grow back? Talking furry forest creatures shed their heads. Or, Scott, that panda must have been a cursed prince and now you've turned him back into a person. I think that's more smart. My smart isn't that great, so I'm gonna try that one. Yes! Never heard about those kind of curses before. I break the spell with my love for my furry friends. As their king, of course. I don't love them in the way they draw me loving them. They're very interesting pictures, though. Thanks for helping me out, Vicky. I guess I love you too in a way. Wink. And I guess you love him too. And you love gaining +2 fun and +1 smarts. The monster prom draws near. Oh, come on, Scott. I've tried. It hasn't been as smooth as Damien, but come on, they look adorable together. Look at these two. It's like prom king and queen right there. Yeah.
Let's go.
Prom? Not sure, bro. I have a kingdom to rule, and attending prom doesn't seem very responsible as a ruler. Don't know about history. Maybe some other king or queen has stopped ruling their kingdom to attend prom. I should check. I mean, I think you're the person I trust the most. I'd love going to prom with you. But my kingdom. Sometimes a good teammate has to make sacrifices for the team. You know, the teammate is me, and the team is my kingdom. Oh, and the sacrifice is not going with you to prom. Oh no! I'm truly sorry. Sometimes there's not enough space in one Scott for both ruling a kingdom and love. Bye. Scott leaves, and you swear you saw a manly tear running down his cheek. It's okay. You started all of this to seduce Scott, but now you've put more value on his happiness and on his pursuit of a career as a king of a totally fake kingdom. You stay by his side as the best furry conciliage that has never existed. Your relationship with Scott strengthens, and in the end, his kingdom sees that. Scott thought his kingdom and love weren't compatible, yet it seems to be quite the opposite. Scott's subjects started drawing lots of suggestive art pictures depicting the two of you. Facing that explicit art made you rethink the nature of your relationship, and it ended up being closer to all that not safe for work art. Hey, we got a secret ending! Hell yes! Vicky, most likely to be tasty if eaten by other people. Scott's quote, life is like sports. Both are ones with letters. Woo! But hey guys, we actually got something different. We got a secret ending. Kind of bittersweet. We didn't succeed in going to prom. But hey, we will be king and queen of the furries. Sorry, Danvo. Although I don't think any of us could have bet on, you know, it ending with Scott ruling over a kingdom of furries and me being his advisor by his side. Oh, but that was awesome. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete, duh. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. Miranda used her vast surf knowledge to get a job at handpicking the best surfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her surfs to do the work. Polly took a summer job at as the Ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of the time partying since there was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in that war-called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Ah, but that was a really, really good one. Yeah, we didn't end up with Scott, but it was a really good ending for, like, those cute little nerds together. And hey, on our first playthrough, we ended up with Damien, which was what I was hoping for the first place, because he's definitely the one I'm most drawn to. And yeah, that ending with Scott, not what we expected, but that's the joy of this game. There's so many secret endings, so many different ways to win and play. So, I have a feeling I want to take a bit of a break from Monster Prom for a bit and maybe try something new. Because I do really, really, really love this game, but I thought give it a bit of breathing space between, shake things up a little bit. So I'm going to think about some options for Monday night streams, since I'm going to be away for the next week or so, being at Phoenix Comic Fest. But then when I return, I would have hopefully come up with some interesting and fun ideas. I'm also open to some suggestions as well. In the Discord chat, for those of you who are subscribers on my Twitch channel and Patreon supporters. But yes, I have a feeling I'm going to be wrapping up the stream here tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. I have a fantastic time with you guys as always. Just going to finish my drink quickly. Oh, that's really cute. My very cute patootie. But yes, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. As I said at the start of the stream, there won't be a stream on Wednesday or Friday or next Monday, as I will be in Phoenix, Arizona, attending Phoenix Comic Fest and meeting up with some amazing friends. But I shall be returning on Tuesday, and then schedule resumes as normal. And I'll be throwing around some options, or I have an idea of what I want to play for Monday night streams, but I'll talk it over with the guys in the Discord chat, get their 2 cents on it. But that's for the future. Anyway, I hope the rest... sorry, bit all over the place tonight. I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of the week. I hope that it is positive and productive and filled with monster love gloriousness. But if you've liked what you've seen so far on the stream and you've had a good time hanging out with us, consider hitting that follow button. It'd be greatly appreciated and we would love to have you back. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like what you've seen, consider hitting that subscribe button and that bell for notifications. But I can't wait to see you guys when I return next week for the next chapter of the letter with Woeful Wednesdays. So, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.